Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the 89 Garage. Today's episode, we're working on a 2015 Ford F-150. It is the 3.5 EcoBoost flavor. What we're going to be doing today is changing the transfer case fluid in this thing. I'm going to show you what we're dealing with. The TranStar LV. And then we're going to be using this fluid transfer pump. We're going to need us a 3/8 ratchet and a 13 or a 10. I don't remember. There's a skid plate under there we got to remove. So let's climb under here and see what we're doing. All right, so our transfer case is right there. And to get to it, we need to remove this skid plate right here. And I couldn't remember if it's 10s or 13s. Looks like 13. And there are just 4 bolts holding that in. So I'm going to zip those out with my impact real quick. We're running a little low on the daylight. So I'm going to try to get this done as quick as I can. Okay. And we got 2 more up this way. Actually, I'm going to do one inbound first. Okay, just like that, skid plate's out. We have a drain plug right there on the bottom, right there, and then we have a fill plug that is right there. And I want to say this thing takes roughly 2 quarts. All right, guys, if you ever learn one thing from my channel, let it be this. Always make sure you can crack the fill plug open before you take the drain plug out. Why is that? Because if you drain this thing out and then this is stuck, you can't put fluid back in this thing. So always make sure you can put fluid back in it before you take it out. And if you look on here, it even tells us Merc on LV only. LV stands for low viscosity, by the way, if you did not know that. And that's what that fluid out there says on it. Oh. Okay, now this just regular ratchet head will fit right in here. There is a socket that will go in this. You can buy them if you want, but I've always had success with this method right here. So we're going to go with it again. Okay. Oops. Okay. You're not expecting anything to come out of this because the bottom of this line is our actual fill capacity. But I just am curious if this thing is full. I don't see any leaks anywhere, so I don't see why it would not be. But I'm going to put my finger right there. And yes, we do have fluid. So that's a wonderful sign. I wasn't expecting it not to. It's not making noise. This is just a routine maintenance deal. Let's get my drain pan over here. We can take that bottom one out. Okay. It's coming out right about now. I'm gonna get this in a better spot. Oh, Riley. I'm gonna go get a rag, and then I use I'm gonna see if you can see any on this, but I usually use a little thread sealant on this bottom one anyway. All right, so here's our setup. I took the lid off this, punched a hole in it. Now we set up this right here. You can get this over at Hobo Frank, or you can also get them on Amazon. I'll put a link to them in the description. If you look right here, we have an in and an out. So obviously the in needs to go into here, and our out is going to be going into the fill plug and the transfer case. We're going to slide back under there, and then we're just going to use this to pump it in. Okay, clear as mud. It looks like my camera might be picking up lines. I'm sorry. I'm going to drape this over the top of the cross member, just into here. I can hear it going in. Okay. See the way that comes dripping out like that? That means we're full. So I'm going to go ahead and get this plug right there. That worked really slick. That's the first time I've used that exact pump. I've used the older version of it before, and this one is definitely an improvement. Tighten this guy up. You don't need to make these things flat with the transfer case. Stick out a thread or two, and there just comes a point, I don't know, I always just kind of know. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Alright, our transfer case fluid exchange is complete. Now all we got to do is put our skid plate back on and we're good to go. Get a suck up in there a little bit. Okay guys, thanks again for watching another episode of 89 Garage and for sharing this opportunity with me to change the transfer case fluid in this 2015 F-150. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. We got more content coming up for this truck, more content for other things too, obviously. Peace.